Hey guys, why with HPZ? Now, in this chapter, I was a little bit confused at first because you got it starts out with one of the gladiator guys, which turns out to be the announcer. So I like that guy; he's pretty funny. But yeah, it turns out to be him. I didn't realize at first, but he says later. He's talking to Luffy. God, I'm gonna call him Lucy forever now. Oh yeah, and he's not in Gear 4 anymore, he looks worn out. So I thought, have I missed a chapter? I had to go back, but it turns out no, it just starts off earlier on. Then you got Don Flamingo looking over, and Lucy's telling this guy that if he gives him some time, you don't know, well, yeah, he just says he gives him some time. And also I want to mention, you got the fan commission or whatever art things on back because the Jinbei cover story finished. That one went on quite a while thinking about it. But yeah, it's Law trying to force Luffy and a monkey to eat his bread for him. Pretty amusing. I got some scans of Luffy fighting Law and a monkey. But actually, haven't they already fought in the? I know that was filler when they fought the goo guy, and they were acting as well. So it would be cool to see them fight. Maybe sometime. But yeah, when this chapter actually starts, goes back to where it was last chapter. Luffy did I think it was the Leo Bazooka or the Lion, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, and you see all the competitors coming to help him as well also. And you see Jesus. Yeah, and he resumes there after you see Sabo as well. Coming to help, and all the gladiators, and Luffy's still just dominating him, which I'm quite disappointed that he dominated him so much in Gear 4. Like, I didn't want Don Flamingo to be that weak. I wanted him to be. I know he is going to be now that Luffy's probably gone back, but I wanted him to be, one of the unstoppable ones that there was absolutely no hope of him beating. I know there wasn't. But I wanted that to carry on. But I suppose maybe that will carry on to Kaido, and he'll be the one, the proper one when there was absolutely no hope. But he does it anyway. Even though this kind of is that. But I wanted it. I don't know, a bit more. Just like literally, no matter what Luffy does, I kind of wanted him to go Gear 4. It's like he's got this new transformation, but it does fuck all, and Luffy gets destroyed. I think that would have been cool to see. Well, it might still happen, you never know. Or you could just wail on him when he's in, I don't know what to call it, base. I know that's Super Dragon Ball Z, but I'll call it base Luffy. Yeah, I know he'll do that anyway, probably when he's like that. But I'd like to see him or have his own transformation, because I feel like he needs to bounce back with something, Don Flamingo, and he probably will, but I wanted to see it in this chapter or soon. And I want to see some more fighting, because they're doing the fight now, finally, but it's not all the time. I want fight, I mean, I'm sure it will get there, but come on it now. Yeah, you see that, and then you finally see Luffy's limit on Gear 4, because it looks like the air comes out of him or whatever again. I think the official is Pound Man, isn't it, the official name? Well, not official name, he usually just calls him Gear 4, but it's got another name. Yeah, and he says he loses his haki for 10 minutes, which is the downside of this one. So you, instead of, what was it, Gear 2nd, slow down his heart, or made him, not slow down his heart, I just took off from his lifespan. Gear 3rd, made him a chibi, which was annoying. And this one, that does that. I mean, I'm sure I'll get over it. And then you also see what Jesus is, well, one of the reasons he's there. Oh, no, it's not why he's there, because you didn't know Luffy was going to be there anyway, but they want his devil fruit, it seems. I don't know if he says the Gomu no fruit will be mine, so is that for him? So maybe Blackbeard can give other people devil fruits, or maybe Blackbeard wants his as well, but most people seem to believe that Blackbeard can only have 3 of one of each type, so he's only got a zone left. Or even if he can just have 3 of any type, would he really want Luffy's? Because I know it can do a lot, but any devil fruit seems it can do a lot if you develop it, and really there's a lot better ones out there. So I don't know if that's for him or what, but they Blackbeard's crew wants Luffy's Eldroot for whoever or whatever reason, so that's interesting. But yeah, so it seems we're gonna have some other people fighting Don Flamingo, fighting off Jesus until Luffy can get his strength back, and then I don't know. Hopefully, we see some more good fights and some good fighting between them. But no real. Don Flamingo didn't really do anything in this chapter. He was still just stuck in the mountain, and you see him flying over, and you see that he's still alive because they all presumed he was dead from one hit. And also, I saw someone mention. And I would just like to mention that Don Flamingo's glasses are indestructible, and I need to know where I can get a pair of those. But it was a good chapter. I mean, with the thing, we got the see what Jesus is there for, and see some, the weaknesses and things. But I just want some fights. I just want this fight, boom. But we'll get there.